think today we're gonna be talking about one of the more expensive upgrades that essentially is in this upgrade series. Now let's talk about it. Okay, obviously there's gonna be something a bit more special because, as I said just now, it's a bit more expensive. Now this upgrade is something that I have been eyeing for a while. I have been looking for it, scouring the internet for used parts, because the expensive part of it is essentially the entire product itself. Now this is what I'm going to be talking about today, which is pedals. Now although pedals is a bit of a like thing, you know, like you can buy a cheap one or you can buy the expensive one, it doesn't really matter. But there are definitely differences, and that is why there's like one that is made out of aluminium and plastic body compared to one that is made out of a carbon body. So what did I get? Now we're going to be talking about something that has been with me for a very long time. I have many sentimental values with it. It has been with me for like 5 to 6 years, together with my bottle cage. Now if you have not seen the bottle cage video, it will be somewhere in the corner, and that bottle cage video essentially is like the start of when I'm going to start changing away my old parts. And one of those old parts was my bottle cage, which I have already changed. Now this time I'm also going to be changing a part that has been with me for about 5 to 6 years now. It's a bit old. I think it's time to change it. It's not broken, I'm not fixing it, I'm just replacing it. That's all. Now, let's talk about this old pedal that I have. Now, back when I first started cycling, this pedal was something that I bought off in Decathlon for like $60, together with the very first pair of shoes that I had, which was also $60. I think at the time the pedal was like $40, so the total bill was like $100 for a set of Look Keo cleats and the pedals, as well as the shoes. So that was like $100. Now, this Decathlon pedal, let's talk about the overall construction. Well, it's not dead yet, right? I mean, it has been lasting for like the past 5 to 6 years, so it's extremely durable. I have like crashed on it many times, nothing has broken. The bearings are kind of stiff, and the problem with it is that you can't really detach the bearings out of the axle, so you can't really clean it. But it is not that heavy. Now it weighs in at, as per the Decathlon website, it weighs in at 130 grams. Now Decathlon claims that it's 130 grams. We will go and check it out later when I detach all the pedals and put it on a scale to see whether it really is or is not 130 grams. Now why did I change to a new pedal, which I have not talked about it yet, but I think I've hinted it somewhere lah. But essentially what I'm going to be getting or replacing it with is a Look Keo carbon blade pedal, not saddle, pedal. Look Keo carbon blade pedal. Now on the website it states that it weighs 110 grams. Again, we're gonna be testing it out on the weighing scale to see whether or not it weighs 110 grams. Now what is the major difference, or like why did I even decide to jump on it? Firstly, well, my friend decides to quit cycling and he has it, and he decides to sell like that thing to me at a lower price. So why not? I need to change the pedals anyways. And secondly, it's like, I mean, everything about carbon is stiff, right? People always tell you, if you were to change from an aluminium bike to a carbon bike, you feel stiffer. If you change whatever to whatever, it's stiffer, it's lightweight, whatever, blah blah blah, all the carbon benefits. Whether or not it really is true and whether or not you can feel on a pedal, well, I'm here to test it out for me, myself, and myself only. I'm going to test it out to see whether or not there is an actual difference, and you can make the judgment whether or not it makes a difference. Now let's kick things off with a little introduction to my trusty old Decathlon pedal. Now as per the website, it weighs 130 grams as stated, and obviously right now we're gonna be testing it out to see it on the weighing scale, and yeah, it might not weigh as much.
Now each pedal comes in at 125 grams, which is lighter than the 130 grams that is stated on the Decathlon website.
Now the Decathlon pedal has been with me for a very long time, 5 to 6 years, so it definitely will have all its scuffs, its wear and tear, or what I like to call battle scars. Now these have gone through battle or war with me for the past 5 to 6 years. So essentially, it does not gonna look pretty. It will definitely not look pretty. We're gonna be talking about something that will be also a bit banged up lah. My friend has been using it, but it's definitely newer than my Decathlon pedals. Now the carbon pedals on the website states that it will weigh 110 grams.
Now after weighing the pedal, you can see it comes in at 117, so it's slightly higher by 2 grams.
Now these pedals look amazing, although there are some scuffs here and there. I got it for a relatively cheap price, so I ain't complaining, okay? It's pretty cheap, it's a bargain, I got it, whatever, case closed. Now, the carbon pedals are said to be stiffer, said to be more lightweight, said to be more aerodynamic because of the curve at the bottom. It's also said to be like more sturdy, more reliable, blah blah blah, all the benefits of carbon. Whether or not it's really true, you guys can go and tell me in the comments below lah. I mean, we will never know, right? Now, also one thing before we move on with all the details and the statistics and the comparisons of the normal pedal and the carbon pedal, remember to go and press subscribe to see the next upgrade that will be coming up in the future. Now, I'm already testing certain products that are currently on the bike right now, which I will be making a review of in the future. So if you do not want to miss that, remember to go and press the red subscribe button, because I heard, right, from what people tell me, right, if you were to press that subscribe button like red to white, you essentially gain like 20 watts to your FTP, not to your like 5-minute whatever. To your FTP you gain 20 watts. Now it's a simple watt gaining and you don't even have to change to carbon pedals. So no point waiting, right? Just go and press the red button. Like, it's just click and then you settle. Case closed, I won't ask again. So there are essentially many different parts and many different differences between the carbon pedal and the normal pedal. But technically speaking, is it really truly worth that little upgrade? I really don't know. That's why we're going to be testing it out. And maybe in the future there's going to be a review of these pedals coming up soon. Because this entire mini series is essentially just me introducing to you what I have got now. Yes. So if you guys would like to see a review video, do just type in the comments below like, hi, I want a review video of this carbon pedal after 1000 km or whatever. Don't give me like some random number like 9999999999 and then like, yeah, you're gonna wait until like your grandson come out, then I give you the video. I mean, there is the difference between the carbon pedal and the normal pedal. Definitely there will be a difference, and definitely there is a difference, even based off statistics wise and based off facts such as weight, stiffness, what's this called, tension, contact area, all these kind of things. There is a difference. Whether or not there is a difference on a ride feel, that is completely personal, and it may feel different for you or for me, because it's all like, ride feel is always very subjective. It's how you feel about this thing.
Firstly, I don't really know whether is it a design like difference, but as you can see, this part here, the lid, just is slightly different. Like, okay, fine, it looks a bit, this is a bit contradicting, but it doesn't look different, but somehow it feels very different, in a sense that this one, for the Decathlon one, if you have a clip, you could just hook it in here and then you could press it down. Whereas technically this would be the same concept, but somehow on the road it is just a lot harder to get that clip in and press down. Let me show you what I mean with my shoe. So as you can see, the clip is triangular. With the loop pedal, I just find it a lot harder to like clip in the front, just to clip at the back. Whereas it was a lot easier with the Decathlon one, where I could just hook to the front and it was a stable platform for me to press it in. If you were to look from the top, it would also seem that the Decathlon one had a bigger contact area. It was wider than the Look one itself. You can see that the entire Decathlon pedal, and there goes my Decathlon pedal, but you can see the entire Decathlon pedal sort of covers up the Look pedal. This would be a better angle. You can see that the Decathlon pedal is obviously a lot, like slightly bigger, or maybe it's the same. Let's take a ruler to find out. For comparison's sake, I'm gonna take out my very cute and trusty piano ruler, which is in cm. So for all you imperial people out there, too bad. But this is approximately about 6.5. Now, because I can't measure the right pedal, because my right pedal kind of broke, so we're gonna measure the left pedal. And the left pedal comes in at, also about 6.5. So technically speaking, these two pedals have the same width, like contact area, although it looks very different, but it has the same contact area. I guess that one very big difference that I have is just that somehow, somewhere, you can't really clip into that front. It's a lot harder on the road. Like, I've been riding the loop clips for about 5 rides now, and I still really can't catch this little gap over here. I would say running the number 12 tension on this heel blade carbon is also very nice, especially since I'm used to a higher tension on this pedal. Coming over here felt a bit lighter, and I quite like lighter tension pedals now because of this. I think overall the difference between this and this, you can't really feel it on the road, or even in terms of stiffness, I can't really feel it. But that was, I think the clipping in and hooking into here was the bigger like concern that I had. It was a bit harder to clip in onto the Look one, but it was easier to clip into the Decathlon ones.
Now with the carbon pedals running, what is this? Ceramic bearings within the axle, carbon body, chromoly steel, like, what's this? I saw something. Chromoly steel spindle, okay? And then comparing it to like the Decathlon one, which is like an aluminium construction with a plastic body, that alone will already show you that there is a very big difference, I guess. But whether or not, but what I'm interested in to see is whether or not the ceramic bearing is a thing. Now I know ceramic bearing is a very big thing in OSPWs, in jockey wheels, in ball bearings, with bottom brackets, in headset. Now ceramic split or like ceramic bearings in general have this like hit or miss kind of thing. Some people like it, some people don't, some people think it's a gimmick. But whether or not it really works, I don't know, we're gonna try. So whether or not there will be a very big difference, that will be in the review video in the future. But essentially these are the differences between the carbon pedal and the aluminium pedal, aluminium slash plastic pedal. Now, if you guys have any other like upgrades to go and introduce to me, remember, just type in the comments below. Be something small. Don't ask me to go and change the Dura Ace. I've been saying this all the time. Don't ask me to go and change the Dura Ace. I got someone asking me like on my Instagram, oh, how about you go and buy for Vero power meter and then go and try it out. It's $900 leh, brother. Like, gonna sponsor me at $900, I'm totally fine. But again, I wouldn't mind an upgrade of $900, but still that's a big, a big if. So something small. Like, what's something small? I can't think of something small. Let me think. Like a new bike mount. Like a bike light mount for cat eye or something like that. Yeah, whether or not it works, it's a different story, right? So it's a good trial and error, I guess. Or anything, I've seen a lot of stuff from AliExpress, such as like OSPWs that cost like $30. Don't know whether they work or not. Maybe it's one day I should go and try them out. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see a AliExpress fake OSPW. Buy a few and then go and try it out. Buy a few jockey wheels. I'm more interested in the jockey wheels. So maybe in the future. But yeah, for now, it's the pedals. So if you guys enjoyed it, remember to go and subscribe, like, and yeah, I got no promo code lah. So that's it lah.